How many Jurassic Worlds do we really need? Guys, back on the cinema scale, today we are taking a first look at Jurassic World Rebirth. The film is directed by Gareth Edwards, whom also directed Godzilla of the year 2014. The film stars Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and Jonathan Bailey. The movie focuses on the circumstances some 32 years after dinosaurs have passed off the scene in which they are dwelling with humans on the planet. A team of researchers, led by Scarlett Johansson's character, want to venture onto an island that is forbidden by the government to acquire DNA from select dinosaurs, obviously the biggest and the baddest, to attempt to cure lifelong diseases. That is exactly the entire essence of the movie. That's what they do. They want to gather DNA, they travel to this dangerous island, and of course they are confronted with the inevitability of their poor choices. Dinosaurs. Now wrapped in connection with this storyline, there is another family that's traveling in the ocean. And so after they cry out for assistance, they end up thrown into the plot, which made no sense whatsoever, but here we are. So the movie is split into two lines of storytelling. In the one aspect, you have the team of explorers going into the Forbidden Island to acquire DNA from 3 dinosaurs, while that family that they've encountered on their travels is also trying to traverse this island to get back to safety. Off the bat, Scarlett Johansson, she's our phenomenal actress. Obviously, this movie was made just for Scarlett Johansson. It's literally hey, let's throw Scarlett Johansson in there because she's hot and what's happening. And then add in there Jonathan Bailey as a doctor. The cliches of this movie speak for itself. There's a lot of Jurassic essence to this movie. If you are a Jurassic Park fan, obviously you're going to want to go see this movie to get that storytelling aspect of it. Steven Spielberg still is the executive producer. He was mentioned in the credits. But the reality of the movie is there is no storyline here. There is no character development. There is no emotional connection from the audience to this particular movie. The movie picks up right away. They state a few circumstances or they make a few statements about the circumstances. And then the next scene we know they're on this voyage going into the most deadliest place on planet Earth at this time. And one of the things that I find to be just particularly annoying is that they keep making these movies and they're just not doing well. Scarlett Johansson plays that bad character. She is tough. She has experience, but she's also dealing with some emotional loss. And so you kind of have that dynamic there. So she wants to go in on this adventure because it's going to be personal for her. Then she has that accomplice who is her guy in the chair, as it were. He knows all of the ins and outs of where they're going. He can provide them with what they need to make their journey a success. Jonathan Bailey, didn't even recognize him from Wicked. He plays that doctor, that I have to protect the animals at all costs kind of guy. He's in it for the greater good. That's definitely evident throughout the entire story. He wants to make a difference and a change, and he's willing to risk his life to do so. Now, Mahershala Ali plays Duncan. He's that guy who's too bad to mess with. He's that guy, don't mess with the jungle, or the jungle will mess with you. You know, he's that creepy guide that knows where to avoid and where to go toward danger or where not to go toward danger, or just overall how to trek their journey. I really got Dora the Explorer vibe from this particular movie because that's what it was. It was literally like moments in the movie where it's like, okay, that person should have ended or lost their life. Cliche moment there. They're not going to make it. It's just enough suspense to keep you engaged, to let you know that they're going to survive. But here we are. The dinosaurs looked great. I mean, if you're talking about an authentic Jurassic movie, they had the dinosaurs there. But there were some odd moments in the movie, like particularly dealing with the family that's also on the other side of this story. You have a father, 2 daughters, and one of the daughter's boyfriends. And then there's a lot of friction between the two. The little daughter is the fearful character. She's apprehensive. She cries out daddy a lot. She doesn't want to go on this journey, but she has to push through because her life is at stake. And then, she finds herself growing through the adventure. A little bit heart touching, warming, but it would have been so nice to see reality strike that family. There were a lot of near misses in their adventure in the movie. And I don't know why this family was in the movie. What was the point of putting them in the film and giving them their own entirely different storyline? The movie's runtime is 2 hours, and it literally shifts back and forth from the explorers and their team looking for DNA to this family that's trekking this jungle trying to get to the nearest safety point. The father plays a macho, tough kind of guy, but he's trying to be a mentor toward the boyfriend throughout this entire ordeal. I guess there was dynamic there for the family to grow close together, or maybe they put the family in the movie to kind of give it that wholesome family vibe, even though there's dinosaurs ripping people apart, lickety split. In the trailer, they mentioned that this park that they're going to was where dinosaurs were thrown or left because they were too dangerous for the original Jurassic Park.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors. They're raptors.
The worst of the worst were left here.
Yeah, totally dismissed that from the trailer. It's a totally different reason as to why these dinosaurs are in or on this island in the movie. There are no post-credit scenes, and rightly so. But the movie overall is not entertaining. It doesn't leave you feeling anything other than you just saw dinosaurs rip people apart for the past 2 hours. So guys, that was Jurassic World Rebirth. Let me know down in the comment box how this movie made you feel. What is your favorite Jurassic Park or World movie? And if you are going to continue with the franchise, let me know down in the comment box. Don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you want to see more videos, click next.